go. Hello everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Thursday night NBA action. Going to take a look at the Indiana Pacers versus the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center in the Lone Star State. This one tipping off at 8:30 Eastern Time, and no line currently available in the market as we shoot this early Thursday morning in the city of Las Vegas. Definitely go to SBRodds.com to monitor the release of this line around 11 o'clock Eastern Time, 8 Pacific. Tied with the New York Knicks for the second spot in the Eastern Conference standings, that's the Indiana Pacers. Of course, they're coming off a 191 victory over the Houston Rockets on Wednesday night as 5.5-point road underdogs, going under the total for the fourth time in 5 contests, and they sit 2.5 games ahead of the Brooklyn Nets, who currently occupy the 4th spot in the Eastern Conference standings. 16-19 straight up on the road, 5-7 versus Western Conference opponents away from Bankers Life Fieldhouse, trying to win 3 straight games against the Dallas Mavericks for the first time since 1995. They did pick up a 103-83 victory as 2-point home favorites earlier this year on November 16th. That one just slipping under the total of 187.5. But the key thing in handicapping that game is the fact that Dirk Nowitzki, who missed a good amount of action early on this season, did not play in that game, and the Pacers went on a 55-34 run in the second half after the teams went into the break, outscored the Mavericks by 21 points. 9-3 straight up their last 12 games, the Dallas Mavericks. That includes a much-needed 109-102 victory in overtime over the Los Angeles Clippers as 1.5-point underdogs, and they've climbed over the total in 5 consecutive games. They are 1.5 games back of the Los Angeles Lakers for the 8th and final playoff spot in the Western Conference, and Nowitzki is starting to play his best basketball, scored a season-high 32 points against the Clippers, but yes, 8 of those points came in the final 5 minutes of overtime. 20-8 when holding opponents under the century mark this season. That is definitely possible. The Pacers play much better offensively at home efficiency-wise than on the road. And of course, the Pacers have one of the better defenses in all of basketball. That's how they're going to try to win this game. But the Dallas Mavericks have been playing great offensive basketball in the month of March. 26-10 the last 36 games against the spread for the Mavericks. Couple key injuries to monitor throughout the day on Thursday for the Pacers. Forwards David West and Danny Granger currently listed as probable and questionable respectively with back and knee injuries. That is one of the main reasons why I've established the Dallas Mavericks as just a slight 1-point favorite in this game, which basically signals if the Dallas Mavericks come out as a home underdog or a pick'em or home favorite of a 0.5 point, I recommend laying the number or taking the points with the Dallas Mavericks. While if the Indiana Pacers are getting 1.5 points or more in the line as a road underdog, I suggest taking a look at the Eastern Conference side here, of course, going against the Western Conference Mavericks. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Cut.